What's up, everybody? What's up again, everybody? We think we're working this time. We're going to start doing some video uploads instead of streams. Maybe not. We don't know. We did the video the other day talking about our friend 35 to 80 back in track. We're going to look at that. We're doing Pro Real Time. We'll put the link on here later. We got plenty of videos. Check out my videos Pro Real Time. Didn't have time to get the links going here for you. May have music in the background, so maybe I'm not talking loud enough, or maybe I'm talking too goddamn loud. We don't give a goddamn. Okay, when we start cussing, it means we're serious about trading. Some people may say cussing is a sign of weakness. Others may say that it's a sign of strength, dignity, and fierce competitive spirit. Just not everybody puts it out here. You don't have to be calm and cool to trade by any means when you're getting pumped up, when you're getting excited. When you're looking at the motherfucking charts, you don't have to be like, oh my god, man. Oh my god. Oh. Alright, enough of that shit. So we're just streaming out here a bit. As you can see, we've talked about these levels. This one. I still have very strong confidence we're going to break this one. We're going to do something that's never been done before in the history of the fucking market. Is that we're not going to take these big wide drops here with these crazy rebounds. Like that one was from 53. When was that? Back in 2020. And that went from 2,700, 3,740, almost 3,000 points. This one's went from 48 here to here. Everybody's like, it's going to keep going. We're going to fucking break this one. We're going to break this motherfucker here. And there's a slight possibility we come all the way down into here, 2,500. We have other pros saying this, that, the other. I don't give a shit. What anybody says, I don't base my opinion on anybody else's thoughts, their pedigrees, or how long they've been trading or anything. I don't really care. When I'm analyzing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll own it if I'm wrong. But I still contend the first and foremost we're breaking this fucking 4890. We did come back up here. Let's zoom out from the 1 week to the 1 day. We'll come in here, take a look at this son of a bitch. And you'll see that 4870. They just routed up here. And they had a short today. I was filling off due to heat. I got a little micro trade in for a few hundos or whatever, just enough to quench my thirst because I haven't traded much here in a bit. I got a little bit of short long. I didn't get this second long. I don't know why. I was just tired and didn't get that motherfucker. Let's take a look here on the 15 minute. Let's get out of this bullshit. Okay, we're going to come back in. And all you can see is I have a moving average. Do I actually even need that on here? We're going to have that. So sometimes I like to do naked charts. I already know the levels. I know the numbers. If you don't, I've got them on my charts and stuff like that. Hopefully this microphone's picking up my voice. You had that 6457 that came in, 6408. 42, which is a big number there. Down to 6400 bounce. 20. And then we all had this 96, right? 96. You had 06, which is our level here, back to 02, so almost that O. We had the 30, so we couldn't quite hit 35, but we did take 35 from when I posted the video. We did 35 to 80. We actually exceeded that, almost went to our 64. So basically did almost a 35 to 64. And you could have also said that we had that secondary move right here off this 06 rejection, which is right here. Once we came up, did that, and then broke back through here, that 06 64 was active, which almost hit. We still had the 35 to 80 that had been initiated, and you can see that big volume profile down here at both between 70 and 73 here, and 77 and 80 quarter there. Came back in, bounced at Microsoft, and this and that had the earnings. We're just going to zoom in here. And we are 10 minutes delayed here, but nobody's trading off of this. It's going to be recorded. You see this is 10 minutes delayed. That's the data I'm getting right now. maybe we'll make some changes on that or whatever the case, or what have you, in the coming months, right? Coming weeks, coming months, or whatever and what have you. So all right, so what we're looking at, we have a couple numbers up here. We got 47 to 50, so which is basically right here to here. There is slight resistance of 52, and then we have the 58 from back here. As you can see, that was the 58. So we got resistance there. You got some support at 42. So really what you're playing right now in between is the 42 to 58 chop zone. If we do break above this area, we're looking for a couple things. We're looking for our friend 64. 64 would be our connection on the bottom side bounce that we had today. We're going to be looking at some of the options flow as well. We got some of that shit coming back in. Getting a little more excited to get back in this market. Had some time off. Catch thoughts, momentum, whatever the case. And so you had the 64 to 06 right here. So we completed that, which is basically right there. Came back in, tagged that 06. Now it's going 06. What's the pattern on the upside? We've already got most of it's to 64 here. So you got 64, 64, 64, 72, 64, 80, 64, 86, 94. I'm really paying attention most to this 94. Basically, I'm paying the most attention to 64, 64. We'll keep an eye on the 58 just in case, and then the 64, 94. We did get some extreme pressure. We could hit 65.06, 65.20. Right, I had 100-point wide spreads there on the video. We did do the 35 as we expected on the last shorter video there. And as you can see here, where is our 35? Right here, is that it? That's 42. Let's get out of the 3 minute and go back into the 1 hour. And we're going to check on our food. Had that 42 and then 35. So that's your 42 rejection there. Came back up, retested slightly lower. Here's your 35 bar reject right here. And as you can see, they came back in to almost retest. So you got rejection there. They tried to retest lower. So lower here on the 42. Came back up to 40. 35 here. They came back up to, we'll say, 30. So 5 points off there and about 2 points off of this retest. You could actually place some little bands there in the retest. That would be the test retest here. If you did have a pencil or something up here. Let's see what kind of drawing tools we got here. We got a rectangle. Is that what I want, a rectangle? I don't know if I want a rectangle or not. So let's go ahead and hit it. So there's the rectangle right there. So you can see that, right? Oops. Do I really want a rectangle? Or do I not want a rectangle? I don't know. So that one's right here, right? Fatouche. So that's your rectangle there in the retest. Hit here, retest here, boom. And then on this one, it's going to be a larger, wider area we had here from the 35 to the 30. So this one, this is no ICT bullshit either, right? This is naked charts using my levels. This is the advanced class to where you don't care if you have those levels on your charts, you just know them. And that's really what I'm wanting to get to. I don't do that on my charts, especially if I'm streaming or if I'm showing some of that stuff here. But this is the master class here. So test, retest, that was 42, 40, 35 here. You could probably move that down just a little bit if you wanted to. And this is no ICT bullshit. This is no liquidity grabs or any of that other horse shit. Let's go ahead and get our full screen back open here. And you're going to see retested here. You may be able to refine this method, but anyways, you came up, they dropped down. When they dropped down there, as you can see, we had that 96. 94 is our level there, so I didn't quite get it, but it bounced around. Had that final setup here off 02. When it came down here in this level, that's on a 1 hour. You would have to zoom out just maybe a 15 minutes and look at this a little further. Like I said, for any interest, I'll do some of these long form videos. Alright, we'll cuss a little bit, we won't, whatever. But you came down, you see that, and you had this slightly above our 64. So our level's right here at 64. Alright, there might have been something else slightly above it. You can see the volume profile building. Did a sweep down and straight up. Came in and had the earnings and gap up. So we're looking at those levels there. And basically what I would be looking at is a few things. So first we're going to keep our eyes, just in case, you're going to keep your eye right there, right? And what would that be? So you had 1 here, 2 here, the level check, lower high, level check, lower high, level check, and then we're getting a lower high. If not, we're going to be pushing that 64 slightly above here to make that pattern connection. 72, 86, 94, 6500, 6506, 6520, 6535. We'll just keep on piling that shit on. But for now, we're checking, see if we do a level check in this box or not. And even if we get past it and hit 64 or 72, if it comes back in and sells through here, you could get a pattern bounce off of it, where you could come down here and do a double top off. Even if it exceeds it, once it comes back down and breaks, hits that resistance, which is its previous top, and pukes. So we're looking at a few scenarios, and we do have our double channel bands here between the 40, 42 and the 30, 35. So this isn't so important, seeing the bottom of this. In fact, I could probably tighten this up just a little bit, something like this, just to give you a little more heads up there. And then we could probably drop that one down just a little bit, or we could compress it even further, you know, like this. So, and then we got this one up here. So if you're into this ITC shit, man, I can draw these goddamn cubes on here as well, except I'm not calling it ICT, I'm calling it level check retest. This one is unclaimed, so you could change the color in this if you wanted to. Since we did not check here, you could change the color if you wanted to on this one. And what could we do here? We could do like a red one, right? Or like a dark red one. You could say it's a blue one like that. We don't want it white. We're going to do it black like that. That one's unclaimed. So that's an unclaimed level check. Once it comes back in and checks it off, we'll change it to blue. These have been claimed, so we could actually, you could, oops. Not sure why it's not giving me the option here. There we go. So this one you could count it off and say it's green, whichever green you want. You want light green, dark green, bright green, super bright green up in here like this, shit like that. Or you just want to do this one here. You want to do that one? I don't know. So that one's been cleaned. You want to claim this one, you could bring it over here, green it up, push in here. And I'm going to start recommending this Pro Realtime. I don't have the link on here. I'll get it on here hopefully very soon. Short order or some shit like that. But definitely get your copy of free Pro Realtime for the web. Do your analysis on here. Do your ETFs and other shit for free data. Your SPY, Qs, IWMs, all that shit. You get a lot of auto trend lines and things. Let's go ahead and turn this on. We got our auto trend lines up. And our auto channels has been detected here. So you do your analysis on your naked charts. We've got the claim, claim, unclaim, unclaim level. Right in here has this resistance at 58. And then you've got this one up to 68. Could be 72. So really we're going to say, technically by the time it gets over here between 64 and 72, we got this channel ride it detected here, and if that does continue, we could possibly come back in. You can see you ride that channel up, and we could also get that breakdown as well. Go ahead and put your, if you use indicators, put them back on. Put your Fibonacci's, whatever you use. Get back in your fucking zone with this shit. And then you got right here, and this is a 1 minute. I don't really do anything shorter than 3 minutes. So you get your Pro Realtime, you get whatever it is you want. You zoom in, and now we're up here, and you can see they're coming up in this area. It might be a little further as I'm on a 10-minute delay. We'll work on getting that for you as well. So they're getting a little resistance here. We don't know where it is right now. But we're out of here. Hopefully you can hear everything. It went well, smooth. Got this shit going, and we'll be back. We're on a secondary analysis setup here in the bedroom. So instead of coming in here resting or falling asleep or whatever, we come in here, we do some analysis at night. We do some analysis in the morning. We take that data and information. We upload it if you want to share or view it. Otherwise, it's for me. I go back, I look at it, I take a gander at it, or just the process of talking it through. But anyways, if it's helpful, please leave a comment, join and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, all that shit and jazz. Out of here, Drawdown King. Have a great day, everybody.